Justino, Cyborg, versus Tonya Evinger. This would be a great fight. It would be a female super fight. The first super fight we ever saw in WMMA history. We wanted to see Cyborg versus Ronda Rousey, but Cyborg was in Invicta. She wasn't in UFC. She was in Invicta, and that's where Tonya Evinger is. She's the 135-pound champ of Invicta, Tonya Evinger. Meanwhile, Cyborg holds that 145-pound strap. Now, if you want to make a great fight for Cyborg, you got to give her a great fighter. And that's exactly what Tonya Evinger is. Tonya Evinger is a great fighter. She fought at 145 pounds back in the day, so she's no stranger to that division. And she even fought one of the great ones, a girl that's no stranger to Cyborg, Gina Carano. So she holds all that history with her, Tonya Evinger. And she was finally given her chance against Irene Aldana at Invicta 13, the same night that Cyborg knocked out Faith Van Dunn. She took her chance. She went out there. A lot of the people thought that Irene was going to win the fight, but she didn't. Tonya stole the title, took it, and defended it once. Now, Tonya is a scrappy fighter. She's great on the ground. She has 8 knockouts, 6 submissions in her 17 wins. Only 3 decisions. So the chances are, if you're going to go in there and fight Tonya Evinger, you're going to get knocked out or submitted. Tanya's not going to go to the judges' scorecards. That's not what Tanya's about. Tanya's about finishing, and that's the way she fights. Tonya is no joke. She's a fighter, and she's never been knocked out in her career. She has been submitted a few times, but she's on an 8-fight winning streak, and I think it's 8 fights. Yeah, 8-fight winning streak, and her last loss was to Sarah McMahon back in 2011. So that was 5 years ago. So, this is a different Tonya Evinger, and no matter who you put in front of Tonya these days, she's been going out there and just manhandling them, just ruining them, pretty much embarrassing them. That's what Tonya does. And Tanya's fights are fun to watch. If you watch a Tonya Evinger fight, I'm telling you, you will be into it, and you'll probably be a fan of Tonya after that. And the same is true with Cyborg, man. Cyborg is just the baddest woman on the planet. There's no other way to put it. Cyborg is, and I'm going to say it twice, I don't feel bad about it, the baddest woman on the planet. That's what she is. That's what she's been since Scott Coker brought her into Strikeforce, and we all found out about Cyborg. Now, Cyborg has had so many problems going down in weight. I think that Tonya would go up in weight for this fight. Tonya would, I don't know, she put on 10 pounds. Or this might be a fight at 140 pounds. This might be a 145-pound catchweight fight. Now, I heard some rumors about this fight. I'm not just making this fight up. And I really feel like if you're listening to this video here, I want you guys to comment and say that you want to see this fight. I really do, because I'm bored of watching Cyborg go out there and just annihilate girls like Faith Van Dunn and Daria Ibrahimova and Charmaine Tweet in under a minute, or see the girl hold on for dear life to just get the inevitable happen. I'm talking about Daria knocked on her face and just her face wrecked. I think that Tonya isn't scared of anything. And if you're going to fight Cyborg, you need not to be scared. Cyborg is the baddest woman on the planet. But if we're going to see a great fight for Cyborg, we want to see somebody who has no fear. Just go out there and just take down this beast. That's what we want to see. And I think that Tonya is the girl for the job. And I want to ask you guys, the fans, how would you break this fight down? How do you feel about Tonya never being knocked out? How do you feel about Cyborg never losing except for her only fight back in the day, her first fight where she probably really didn't know much about MMA? Do you think that Tonya could defeat the girl who's pretty much undefeated, Cyborg? Or do you think that Cyborg would just annihilate her the way she annihilates everybody? Let me know in the comments below.